rivers give trees their light. Trees that see the fairy side. Whispering, they sing for fall. Shower us in colors old.
Bonsoir, j'espère que vous allez bien. On se retrouve pour un petit Devstream Soulframe aujourd'hui. Qu'est-ce qui va être abordé aujourd'hui dans le Devstream Soulframe? On va y aller doucement, petit à petit. Les choses qui vont être peut-être un peu plus bas le son. Qu'est-ce qui va être... Coucou. Alors... non, bah non, ça sert à rien du coup, puisque je vais l'avoir là. Donc qu'est-ce qui va être abordé lors de ce Devstream Soulframe? On va avoir beaucoup de choses qui vont être révélées à mon avis. On va avoir plus d'informations concernant le prélude 9 sur l'avancée de Soulframe dans le monde. Beaucoup de choses, beaucoup d'informations. J'espère que on aura plein d'autres actualités sur l'avancée quand même du jeu en lui-même. Savoir si on a peut-être des infos sur une possible alpha, mais j'ai un doute pour l'instant d'avoir une alpha puisqu'on est encore en pré-alpha. Donc n'hésitez pas, pour ceux qui le veulent, vous pouvez vous inscrire encore sur le site de Soulframe. N'hésitez pas à vous inscrire là-bas. Pour ceux que ça intéresse, Soulframe c'est quoi? C'est un sort de... Enfin, c'est pas trop un soul... Enfin... C'est surtout du fantastique, plein de choses différentes de Warframe. Donc voilà. Donc on se retrouve du coup pour le premier Devstream Soulframe, donc le Devstream 4 Soulframe de janvier 2025. Il réattaque, c'est quand même bien de terminer, ils ont terminé l'année en essayant de mettre au fur et à mesure quand même des Devstream pour continuer pour la fin d'année, et là ils ont commencé la début d'année. Peut-être que chaque vendredi on aura un Devstream à 17 h Soulframe, puis un Devstream Warframe à 20h. Donc on se retrouvera à 20h pour le Devstream Warframe avec prochaine Warframe Prime. J'en reparlerai plus tard parce que pour l'instant on va se concentrer du coup sur du Soulframe. Warframe, on verra ça ce soir. Donc au prochain Devstream. Pour ceux qui sont sur YouTube, n'hésitez pas à regarder la rediffusion, bien évidemment, les autres diffusions, les musiques qui sont sorties aussi sur YouTube. J'en ai ressorti quelques-unes. D'autres arrivent. Qu'est-ce que je peux vous dire de plus? Soulframe. Non, n'hésitez pas à liker, à vous abonner, à venir me suivre sur les autres réseaux, sur Twitch, hein, par exemple. Pour ceux qui sont sur Twitch, merci d'être là. Et du coup, il nous reste encore 8 minutes à combler avant du coup le premier Devstream de Soulframe de janvier 2025. On attaque du coup fort. Prélude 9, j'en ai parlé vite fait. Quelques ajouts, quelques modifications ont été faites depuis le Prélude 8, lancé la semaine dernière, vendredi dernier, donc ça fait bientôt, ça va faire une semaine que le Prélude 8 est sorti. Donc bon, j'espère quand même que ceux qui arrivent à jouer comprennent le jeu, arrivent à jouer, arrivent à avancer. Pour ceux qui n'ont pas du coup l'accès au jeu, n'hésitez pas à rester connecté au cas où si je peux récupérer des codes par-ci par-là, mais je suis pas sûr. Mais regardez quand même sur internet, vous avez peut-être des codes qui doivent traîner. Voilà. Bon. Ça devrait le faire, Le Prélude 8 a apporté du coup. Qu'est-ce qu'a apporté le Prélude 8? Le Prélude 8 a apporté du coup le loup qui est sorti du coup de sa tanière de la tente avec une nouvelle fable. On peut rejouer une fable, mais je l'ai pas faite. Je vais peut-être la refaire plus tard, la fable. Plein de choses. On a eu du coup le Silent Rose avec la tanière, avec la musique que vous avez pu entendre juste avant et que vous allez peut-être réentendre plus tard. La fable du cerf doit être terminée et l'invitation de Rose doit être terminée afin d'accepter les tâches de Lady Deora. Ouais, d'accord. La louve piégée, donc elle est arrivée maintenant, c'est le pacte orange. Ok, donc on utilise des loups, etc. Loups-garous, etc. Des nouvelles armures, etc. sont disponibles maintenant. Jambière, plastron, bras. Le système, des nouvelles tuiles sont arrivées aussi dans les donjons. J'ai pu faire découvrir à quelques-uns une nouvelle tuile, pas toutes. Des nouveaux dangers élémentaires sont apparus, donc le feu, avec au-dessus des tonneaux d'eau exprès pour faire tomber tout ça, faire tomber l'eau du coup sur les flammes. Des nouveaux HUD sont arrivés enfin. Les anciens étaient bien, mais les nouveaux sont aussi mieux. Donc une roue exprès pour les élixirs. En bas à gauche on a un nouvel HUD exprès pour tout ce qui est consommable, armes et d'autres choses. Des nouveaux ajouts ont été faits, plein de nouveautés ont été faits, plein de changements. Les potions de soins, du coup, de santé sont en rouge, etc. Voilà. Voilà ce que je peux dire du coup du Prélude 8. Les préludes précédents ont amené d'autres personnages, Namrod, Verminia, qui a un côté un peu français, mais qui est pas mal, qui est belle comme personne. Est-ce qu'on aura possiblement des voix françaises plus tard? À voir. C'est peut-être un message caché de DE. Voilà. J'espère qu'on aura plusieurs plusieurs préludes cette année. Cette année 2025 va peut-être être bonne en date, etc. À voir tout ça. Allez, il nous reste 3 minutes. Ça devrait le faire. Ça devrait le faire. Voilà, voilà, voilà. Qu'est-ce que... des mobs arrivent, plein de choses arrivent. Je regarde en même temps si j'ai pas oublié des trucs. Mais non, non, non. J'ai tout dit. J'ai tout dit. Je vois pas ce que j'aurais pu oublier. Je vois pas du tout ce que j'aurais pu oublier. Donc on va partir du coup sur le Devstream. N'oubliez pas, pour ceux qui sont sur Warframe, qui regardent, qui sont là, profitez-en. Oh bah non, c'est trop tard maintenant. Non, bah c'est trop tard. Pour ceux qui n'ont pas pu récupérer les Twitch Drops de Warframe, vous aurez les accès pour les récupérer quand la mise à jour des échos de 1999. On aura une date peut-être ce soir. Plus d'informations sur cette mise à jour. Vous pourrez récupérer du coup les 12 glyphes. C'est ça, 12 glyphes du coup lors de la sortie de la mise à jour des échos de 1999. J'en reparlerai ce soir. On en reparlera ce soir avec Rebecca à mon avis. Rebecca et Megan. Peut-être Steve aussi. On ne sait pas encore qui sera là. Vous verrez à ce moment-là qui sera là. Pour ce premier Devstream de 2025. Voilà, voilà, voilà. Chaud patate. Les chaud patates. Go intervenir maintenant. Go voir un peu tout ça, voir les actus de Soulframe. Qu'est-ce que Soulframe a apporté en 2024? Qu'est-ce que Soulframe va apporter en 2025? Peut-être peut-être pour console, peut-être du cross-save. On ne sait pas plus, on ne sait pas moins. On verra à ce moment-là ce que 2025 va nous réserver. Rien n'est prévu. Peut-être... je sais même pas qu'est-ce qui peut être prévu. Bonne question. Bon. En vrai, le renne en lui-même, il est magnifique. Hein. Enfin, le cerf, pardon. Le renne, le cerf. Il est magnifique. Allez, encore une minute. Allez, on est parti. Soulframe. Let's go. Tac, tic, tac, tic, tac, tic, tac, tic, tac. Allez. N'hésitez pas si vous avez des questions à me poser hein, sur Soulframe, n'hésitez pas à les poser, hein, que ce soit dans le chat sur Twitch ou sur YouTube. Même si c'est des commentaires, je vais tout lire et je vais essayer de tout répondre. N'hésitez surtout pas à poser vos questions sur les jeux comme Soulframe. Essayez de garder au moins les thèmes des jeux en dessous, quoi. Pas me mettre du Warframe dans du Soulframe, par exemple. Voilà, voilà. Ce qui est différent entre guillemets. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On est parti. Devstream, Soulframe, 4 janvier 2025. Donc on va avoir Sarah qui est la directrice, la directrice communautaire de Soulframe, il me semble. Si je me trompe pas. Ah non, on aura Megan du coup qui est la directrice communautaire Digital Extreme.
Devstream 4.
Yay! I thought it was 3, but yeah, it's 4, isn't it?
Donc avec Steve qui est le grand patron du coup de...
No.
Donc Steve qui est le grand PDG de Digital Extreme. Avec ceci du coup à gauche Scott qui est le leader designer. À droite on a du coup Geoff, le directeur créatif de Soulframe, et tout à droite Sarah qui est la manager communautaire senior de Soulframe. Ou Digital Extreme, je sais plus. Voilà, voilà, voilà. Donc plein de spoilers, je le préviens à l'avance. plein
Devstream
de
back. It's
choses.
obviously the end of January, but we have a lot to talk about. We're excited about 2025.
Donc voilà,
Preludes
voilà.
8 is live, but we'll get into that. Let's
Donc
just
n'hésitez
do
pas
our
si vous avez
normal
des questions à poser
housekeeping and
ou
introductions.
des
We're gonna
affirmations,
start
des choses à dire,
with the
n'hésitez pas à les
loveliest
dire
one on
du
the
coup.
couch.
Oh, I'm Sarah.
Oh, oh.
No, no,
No.
no, no, no.
Please relax.
My name's Megan.
Hi, I'm Steve.
Delayed reaction.
Jeff was very quiet. He was very demure about his
Focus.
introductions.
Voilà,
And
voilà.
we have Joey over on gameplay.
Yeah, Joey.
Donc Joey qui est sur le gameplay,
He
qu'on
is
verra
real,
plus tard
by the way.
in
He's
game.
not my imaginary
Joey's not
friend.
Snuffleupagus.
Part of the
Voilà, voilà.
Soulframe Slayers from TennoCon is
That's right.
Sarah and Joey
Yeah.
crushing that. So welcome to Soulframe Devstream 4. We have a lot to talk about. We will be giving away Soulframe Preludes keys during this stream via the Twitch dropper. Almost Twitch dropper? Picker. Thank you.
Yep. Dropper, picker.
I know. Same thing. Rue, do you want to run right now and just get someone in there?
Sarah's imaginary friend
Donc
Joey.
n'hésitez pas aussi à suivre du coup
He's real. I don't think he knew he
les
was
dev
signing up for a
streams directement
lifetime of
chez
joining me
les
whenever I
chaînes
wanted for him.
en elles-mêmes afin de pouvoir avoir des clés de prélude.
Naxu Weird Void Cat.
That's good.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
The readers are for close.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The readers
I'm
are for
sorry.
close.
I like that you have them on hand, though.
Yeah.
I have them here.
Voilà, voilà, voilà.
Naxu Weird Void Cat. Congratulations,
Merci
you've gotten
du
yourself a
follow
Soulframe
et
Prelude
bienvenue sur la
keys.
chaîne.
Please message the Soulframe Twitch channel you're watching right now, and we will hook you up with that key.
Voilà, voilà, voilà.
Friends and family code as well, so you can spread the
Oh,
love.
that's true. You get some extra codes. I saw some fake codes here in chat as
Yeah,
we
the
were
free
waiting.
Wi-Fi
Yeah,
one was
free
good.
Wi-Fi one
Free
was a bit
Wi-Fi one
silly.
was good.
A little trolly.
Yeah, I like the imagination.
Sarah and the stats team are looking at issues where people felt like they signed up day one and still haven't gotten an invite, so we are looking into that.
Donc ils sont en train de parler un peu de ce qui se passait dès le premier jour en fait, etc. de Soulframe.
We are going to check that.
Purgatory. Someone called you Zaddy. And your
Zaddy?
glasses
Excellent,
on.
excellent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Google that
crazy.
later.
Yeah. Oh,
See
Red
what
will
that
know
means.
what that means.
Uh-oh.
It's just Stray Kids.
Stray Kids.
Stray Kidsness. Anyways,
Oh.
we're gonna get into this stream. We have gameplay from Preludes 8 that we're
Donc
gonna
vous
show
aurez
you.
des
We're gonna
gameplays
talk
du coup
about
sur le prélude de
P9.
9 du coup de Soulframe.
Would you like to answer it?
Pour l'instant on a encore on a toujours des accès ceux qui
All right then.
peuvent y jouer, donc n'hésitez pas à regarder vos mails pour ceux qui n'ont pas encore reçu d'invitation au prélude. Hein. Vous avez toutes les informations après par mail pour ceux qui ont déjà reçu du coup un mail.
No. We're a joint.
Okay.
Joint.
All together.
All together.
Lifting together.
2025.
Yes.
2025.
That is
year.
the year.
Yep.
Lots of preludes to come. Lots of
Yes.
goals.
Yep.
Donc plusieurs préludes arrivent. Hein.
How are we feeling about 2025?
Just like 2024,
Yeah, that's what I
nervous
say,
and
it's-
excited. Terrified.
Donc comme
terrified
2024,
and
ils sont
excited
excités
always.
pour la suite.
A lot going on at DE and a lot going on ambitiousness for Warframe, but also a lot of ambitiousness for Soulframe.
Yeah.
We just shipped P8, Preludes 8, and got lots of great feedback on that. And yeah, we're going to just keep doing that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about what's coming up in the next one. We're going to try to do these every 4 or 5 weeks for Preludes releases, depending on
That's the goal, yeah.
on how.
Donc il y a eu quand même plusieurs semaines avant la sortie du prélude 8 du coup.
We got delayed by helping out on Warframe, but that's kind of part of having the family. And
That's right, yeah.
Donc Warframe a été principalement
Gotta do what you gotta do.
mis en
and we got
avant
it done.
Space Mom needs
pour les
help in the
sorties
kitchen to
des
cook.
mises à jour,
There
étant
you
donné
go.
que Warframe est quand même plus
Sous-chefs,
important
yes.
que Soulframe.
Speaking of cooks and kitchens and
Oh, where's this
Voilà,
going?
no,
voilà.
I never know. I never know these days.
I like these segues.
I never know these days. We brought some art just to kind of show where perhaps things could come in Soulframe in 2025. We have Neathans. Do you want to talk about a little bit
Donc
about
on aura
Neathans?
plus d'autres ajouts qui vont être faits du coup
Rosa,
pour
shout out
2025.
Rosa.
Des environnements, des tuiles d'environnement du coup qui vont être ajoutées, des nouveaux ennemis vont être ajoutés.
A new proc set that's coming, that's going to be part of the Bromius quest.
Donc une quête de romance qui arrive,
Tasted this before the quest is finished.
Ooh.
une fable de romance.
Joey, off in the corner, has done a lot of work on laying the groundwork for this.
Que nous allons voir.
Look at your little envoy in the corner. You're so tiny.
I know you're very small.
You're
That's in
such a
the bottom
tiny,
corner.
tiny little guy.
It's kind of like the sacred sap from the trees
Donc,
above, corrupted.
Yeah, like the voicing trees of old.
Donc on peut du coup voir déjà
sap
la
is,
taille du monstre. Je pense que c'est un monstre à gauche,
yeah,
qui est quand même
crazy
importante comparée à...
I heard about those.
So I think this will be the next
qui est quand même
major
importante comparée à
dungeon
l'envoyé
set
qui est tout
that
en
we
bas à
do.
droite. C'est
Probably not P9.
énorme.
This is a little
No,
bit
I
further
think
ahead.
sometime this
C'est
year for
énorme.
sure. But
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
Great.
What else do we have that's cool?
How do you feel about horses?
I like 'em.
Voilà,
So
voilà,
do
voilà.
I.
Yeehaw.
What is
like 'em.
this?
I know
Donc
this poor
un
fella.
What is this?
nouvel
So there's
ennemi.
gonna be a bit of a push this year to get some more enemy variety in the game. We showed
Peut-être un nouvel ennemi in-game du coup,
last year, right? I can't remember if we just put ours out.
avec un cavalier.
Social medias or not.
Oula, il y a des problèmes sur les lignes. Oula, il y a un problème sur la ligne. Ça fait longtemps que c'était pas arrivé ça. Je vais essayer de récupérer ça. Kitoon récupère toujours ce qu'il faut. Ah. Non, non, c'est là-bas en fait. C'est là-bas que ça a crash. C'est pas ici. J'avais un doute. Non, c'est pas ici que ça a crash. Ah. Non. Soulframe, non. Pas de Devstream Soulframe. Ça a duré 9 minutes. Pas mal, on peut mieux faire. Je suis sûr qu'on peut mieux faire. Ça se trouve, ils ont une coupure de courant là-haut. Ah, peut-être. Non. Ils essayent. On revient.
We want
Refresh?
keys?
Yeah.
Are we
Can I
back?
get confirmation
That
that,
was
you
fun.
see and hear us, my friends?
Rip?
Still seeing
Please
like
and
lots of
thank
rips.
Yeah.
Voilà.
Delayed, it's okay.
It's very delayed.
Can I get some yeah boys in chat? if
C'est
you
peut-être
can see
online
us?
qui commence à prendre
Can I get
possession
some yeah
de
boys?
Soulframe.
How's that?
Back?
Oh,
We
Du coup, on
back?
revient sur
We back?
le-
The corrupted
Dev
E-core
shorts?
affected our land.
I'm seeing yeah boy. Yeah boy.
Ooh, so
E-core from
spooky.
the
Du
There's
coup,
the
on revient
yeah
là-dessus
boys.
sur le cavalier, du coup, qui sera un nouvel ennemi.
Our horses.
This image goes too hard, I guess.
Yeah.
our whole
Look, the-
internet on
look,
our,
we're,
our
we're
land here.
okay? You're good?
Alright.
Okay, amazing. Sorry everyone, little blip in the system there.
Yeah, these are, I don't know if I can, summarize too much without Sydney's help, but the Menacants are kind of, I think he's sort of the closest thing to think of would be like a ring wraith. They're these kind of like
Donc, qui
lost
fera partie d'un des
legends and,
préludes qui arrivera du coup
kings and
sur cette année
sorcerers that have
2025.
kind of been latent in the earth, but the pollution has given them shape,
Yes.
and they kind of rise back out of the earth.
Donc, j'espère quand même que les préludes seront plus importants pour 2025 que ceux de 2024.
They're not aligned with any of the kind of
Je l'espère.
Dendrit or the Silent Rose. They're their own kind
Voilà,
of
voilà, voilà.
evil.
Damn, rebels.
They look. This image is amazing.
And there is some spots in the world. I think we showed it. Actually, a bit of the Nimrod quest has a bit of a taste.
Okay, cool.
Like some of the art you'll see in the world.
Voilà, voilà, voilà.
We also have some ancestors that the team has been working on.
Des
First up, we
ancêtres,
have
un nouvel ancêtre
Pathia, if I might have said
qui
that
arrive
correctly.
du coup.
That's right.
Oh, un cavalier et tout.
Oh,
Waouh.
come
Un samouraï, ouais. Pas mal, pas mal. Hâte de le voir in game.
Who is this lady?
An amazing image by
Donc c'est une femme.
Keith Thompson,
Yeah.
and the name, of course, just to give us a tongue twister. He always
course,
gives
yes,
us the
always.
tongue
It's
twister.
really Keith's fault. It
It is,
always
yeah.
just goes back to
These
Keith.
are. This is one of the primordial
right.
envoys, right? This is the one that is aligned, I think, to the courageous virtue.
Yep. Yep.
And these are the primordials. Are
Donc
kind
un
of
peu
the
samouraï,
first
ouais.
time envoys in the ancient times kind of came to being.
Yeah, they're kind of the first envoy of each class.
Yeah, and so what is an envoy? I think we're kind of keeping that kind of close to the vest right now, but you'll learn that as you play the game, and what their relationship is with humanity and with the kind of elder races of the game.
Mhm.
That sword is gonna.
Donc voilà un peu le skin in-game du coup
Modeled, it looks beautiful.
de cette femme du coup ancêtre,
Badass girl.
Yeah, it's amazing.
qui a l'air quand
So,
même
yeah,
pas
I
mal.
think,
Hein.
Not to sound like a stuffy corporate CEO, but I
Oui,
saw in chat people were like,
elle est
"Is this
bien
going
faite.
to be
Elle est
free
bien
to play?"
faite.
It
Ça va.
is, and might be things like
That's how we
this that would be
Yeah.
how kind of
En
our
vrai, ça va.
platinum version
Is there anything
of
in
the
the
stuff
name
goes.
maybe that gives it a hint?
Primordial does give it a hint.
Primordial.
Yes, yes. That is
Oh,
not
what
an
does that
accident.
sound like?
But anyway, it looks gorgeous.
Very subtle.
Who modeled this up for us? Do you
Par
remember?
contre, c'est dommage qu'on voit pas son visage ni rien, c'est un peu
Gorgeous.
dommage.
Show up Brandon.
Mais
We also
le
have
skin,
an individual
l'aspect
by
en
the name
lui-même
of
est pas mal,
Adijan.
honnêtement.
Oh yeah.
Et voici le deuxième ancêtre. Ah,
Nailed it.
gen,
Un
yeah.
peu style,
What's going
ouais.
on here?
Pas
This is
Shazam,
a
mais
design for another wandering ancestor.
pas mal.
That's right.
Honnêtement, pas mal.
Fen,
On a un
but
petit
we're kind of
visuel ou pas
building on
in-game?
the roles
Par contre, on voit qu'il y a une
of
planète où le
as
soleil est
well.
derrière de Soulframe.
Packs are kind of,
Peut-être qu'on ira dans l'espace.
They're the equivalent to the kind of gameplay styles you can play as with different warframes.
Honnêtement,
And
pas mal.
we need ways to get
J'aime
more
bien.
in the world that don't rely on
C'est pas mal, c'est
very
magnifique.
high level,
Ils
expensive
sont bien déchaînés là-dessus.
Oh, speaking the
Honnêtement.
language, aren't you these days?
these
Sounds like a producer right now.
these wandering ancestors.
Donc je redonnerai les noms plus
These
tard
wandering
quand je les
ancestors
aurai
you'll
sur le
find
récap
will also offer new packs and playstyles.
du
I
Devstream
think that's the
Soulframe.
process of actually turning Fen.
On aura bien sûr des informations de d'autres
Is that a
Devstream
weapon?
le mois prochain
Is that a weapon?
ou à la
I know
Tenocon
a little bit, you gotta
2025.
be very careful.
Yeah,
with it.
jeez. Your hips
I don't
better
know
not
why
lie.
he's shirtless using this thing. He's gonna be covered
There's a
in
reason
cuts.
he's
Honnêtement,
He's that
pas mal.
good.
He likes it all.
He sliced his shirt off.
Confidence, that's all you need.
We get a lot of questions, I think, as we've been building the game, like, will this weapon type be in? Will this weapon type be in? And we're gonna run the whole gambit, but I think this is gonna be a very interesting weapon sort of stance.
Yeah,
For the
this is very
game.
much a push. to
Yeah.
something
Feels
a bit
like
more.
you're clearing the forest.
A little dervish style fighting. It's gonna
Clear
be
in the
awesome.
forest.
Yep.
I like the style. We have some enemies as well. We talked about the Nethans and showed a little bit of that, but we have the corrupted Solarian.
Okay.
Oh, d'autres mobs, du coup, d'autres ennemis, pas mal, magnifique.
Oh, it is
Un
a
peu
team.
style boisé,
My bad.
This is the house
pas mal,
secretary.
pas mal,
Yes,
honnêtement
yes.
pas mal.
So
This is
this is a tree, caretaker. He walks around and makes sure the trees are
Oh,
okay.
and then, as you guys do, you turn
Honnêtement, pas mal.
happy
not
things
This is our.
into sad things.
Pas mal, pas mal.
Well, this is what's happening.
Is
in
this the
world.
sap? Is that the...
That's the sap that's spilling.
Voilà, hop,
Damn,
hop,
gets
hop.
us all.
Ouais, c'est pas mal, même là, celui-là est pas mal. Même,
Look, he's
pas mal.
breakdancing.
Oh,
J'aime bien, j'aime bien.
is that what that is?
C'est pas mal.
That's what I think it is. And that's what it
No.
should be. So this is part of... Is this
Nouveaux
part of
ennemis,
Nethans and Bromius
avec un
all
peu de
together?
lave ou je ne sais quoi
Very
qui
cool.
tombe de la bouche, je pense.
With the guy on the side.
I feel like you should be bigger.
Maybe you'd be bigger.
Someone said that's terrifying and gross. Cool.
It's kind of...
C'est terrifiant, c'est bien,
Volvo
ouais.
and Soul Calibur.
On voit qu'il y a un visage sur le côté quand même de l'ennemi, pas mal, pas mal.
Yep.
little inspiration. And one of the most devastating things I personally believe you guys are working on
Oh,
is
no.
the...
Oh, I know where you're going.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I
What?
Waouh.
Why? Oops. Can you go one back?
Oh, that's okay.
Oh,
Oh,
beautiful.
magnifique.
Why?
Well,
Why?
you know,
What did the
Un
avocados
style
do
d'Avaco
to you?
corrompu, enfin peut-être, ouais si corrompu, si on peut appeler ça corrompu.
What's going on? What happened?
Pas mal, pas mal,
Back.
pas mal, honnêtement.
Why did you massacre my
C'est
boy?
Avaco, mais
I know.
avec une forme
This
bizarre.
isn't avocado, but it might be.
Yes.
Est-ce que ça va être un ennemi corrompu? Je pense.
It's his family.
Ou est-ce que c'est une évolution de Avaco plus tard dans le jeu?
Everyone's upset.
Peut-être,
we are gonna try
peut-être.
and, like, when you
Mais ça peut être un ennemi.
This is an enemy type fight, but we are going to try and work it into that when you destroy the corrupted form of these.
Donc même la forme en skin modèle, magnifique. Hein. Elle fait, par contre, elle fait moins vert.
And the hair. That's...
No, this you should be happy.
Ça manquerait de vert en fait. Après, comment ça va être fait la version finale? C'est une bonne question. Mais bon, ça a le temps de, ça a le temps d'être modifié encore avant la sortie.
So true.
Now we know.
So now you just free them and they run off.
Aw,
Yep.
isn't that better?
We need to work. I really want those dogs to show up in the sleeping.
At the beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you save any, you get a chance to have one
That's
sleeping.
so
with you.
Yeah, that's
cute.
cute.
All right, we're doing this.
A-list
They're
priority.
Oh, that's fun. We also have the gauntlet of Janelle.
Nice. Nailed it.
Oh,
Donc,
who is
Jenna.
that? So pretty.
Who is this space bun Leia
And cool.
queen?
So the thing we were just talking about this morning is like I'm not sure if people realize.
Elle est
that
belle,
as a
hein.
Tempest, you're playing as a
Elle est belle.
soldier.
Mm.
So this is just another variant that we're working on.
Incredible.
That we'll probably
Sick.
also have.
I love her.
Yeah.
Love
But
her.
it's a mix of a Fey arm wearing some
Gotcha.
oat armor.
Gotcha. Beautiful.
Yep.
And then
That
last
looks
but not least, for fun, exciting things, not exclusive to just that this year, we have a new sword concept. The
Donc un autre
Sign-
concept d'arme, d'une épée.
Yeah, that's good.
Synods.
I'm nervous about saying
Synods.
anything.
When
The
you
sign
say it,
one?
it becomes canon. So if you mess it up, we have to live with it for the rest of the game.
Pas mal, hein, comme.
So
comme
This is
concept
one- yeah,
d'arme, du
yeah,
coup une
one
épée,
form,
une
Yeah.
vraie
but
épée.
what
Hein.
about another form?
Ah!
Yeah, that's pretty rad.
Oh, watch
It's
out.
like a Gillette.
Et voici un autre, ouais.
Very
Ah,
Multi
le style de l'épée peut être
tasking.
modifié. Pas mal, pas mal, pas mal.
Well, you should.
The whole team's hot dogs can be
Put
cooked
that
on
in the
this.
s'mores
Yep.
scene.
Yep.
I
In-game,
like
ça promet d'être
Multi-purpose.
bizarre quand
So,
même.
Yeah.
how's this gonna work? What's the vibe?
Just you see it like that, just like
Just
that.
that.
Yeah.
Ça peut être bizarre en vrai de
Oh,
l'avoir
Heavy attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
bizarre.
Ooh, okay. Multi-stab, 100%. That's right. All right, very cool.
Very rad.
All right. Just a taste of some things.
Lightsaber meme, right? Like just
Yeah.
more,
Yeah.
more lightsabers.
Just a taste of some things that you guys have kind of queued up for 2025. Obviously, a lot more in store that isn't, you know.
Donc plus
it.
d'histoires pour
But one
2025.
thing that did launch literally a week ago
Yes.
was PA.
Yes.
Yay! Prelude
Donc oui, la semaine dernière, on a eu
Eight.
le prélude 8, comme je l'ai dit au début du
Like the
stream.
fortune cookie says, better late than never.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Sarah and Joey are,
Is it
like I said,
gameplay
our
time?
Soulframe slayers and are game playing it up. So let's.
You guys gonna run the quest?
Yes.
It kind of looked like the collector has come. I'm looking at the overcast.
It does
We
Oh.
just got rid of that woman.
Okay.
My controller is
Donc
just-
des nouveaux aspects de cosmétiques sont disponibles du coup dans Soulframe depuis prélude 8,
Really? We have
comme va nous montrer
no,
du
no,
coup,
it's just
comme
not
nous le montre
It's
Sarah.
not connecting. Rue to the rescue.
I tested it 7 times.
It's working
okay.
before. I saw it.
Yeah.
So Sarah, what is kind of the gameplay goals? What's the vibe?
So in Preludes 8, we had Orengal's Fable come out, the She-Wolf Snared. We have the Silent Rose Enclave now available with Diora.
Donc maintenant oui, il y
missions,
a
so
un
we're
relais
gonna take you
entre
through some of
guillemets,
that
relais
and talk about some of the
disponible
feedback we
Silent
got,
Rose.
some of which has already been implemented. Did you do something?
He gave her a dead controller.
Okay.
She struggles. That's okay.
And yeah, that's what we're gonna play
So
today.
the Enclave that's the drip and flagon. We can
Oh,
all
yes.
hang out. Hub.
Yes, the hub, the social
Silent
hub
Rose
is launched.
Rocks
Be
is
there.
Green
Oh,
DT.
wicked, yep.
Had a beer there. What's a beer in Soulframe?
Oh, is there a name? What's the name of the beer? in Soulframe? Where's
Oh.
Sydney?
It's a flagon of ale. I don't know.
Donc vous aurez pour récupérer des notes,
I
d'autres
did see
trucs,
some
un
questions
petit
if,
truc
are we ever
qui
going
vole
to
en l'air, mais
be
pas
here in the
bleu
Flagons,
comme
so-
on
Yeah,
peut
we
détruire
talked
pour...
about
We
and-
definitely will be.
maybe
pour
we can
Oh.
Is the game rated M?
comme
I
on
think
a
it
là
would.
actuellement
I think we
l'écran
might I think we
en
might have
rouge
other
exprès
problems
pour
than
tout ce
possible
qui est
to make it rated M anyway.
Priorities.
Excellent.
les
Alright,
notes.
so you're gonna go to Diora first?
We're starting our quest.
Ah non, c'est pour,
Fable.
pardon, c'est pour commencer du coup une quête.
Fable?
Need some monies
Yeah.
first, of course.
Non.
Of course.
Ah si, c'est pour avoir les notes.
So
Yeah.
how does one
Donc j'ai bien raison,
start
c'était
it?
pour les
What's
notes.
kind of the
You may
starting
have
point?
noticed some interesting balloons
Mm.
that have now been added
Donc
to
le
various
ballon.
encounters
There's a
in the
few
game.
locations where these balloons can show
One of
up.
them might be by the sea here, possibly coves.
Is that where you come out
Mhm.
naked? Is that the spot?
It's close, but it's
Donc elle
it's
récupère
not.
et du
It's
coup
not.
une cinématique se met en route normalement à ce moment-là pour
Do
nous
your
montrer,
best.
Set your voltaic chains
pour
and
montrer un
links,
peu
the
une
will break,
partie,
and some call will draw the rest to snare.
une partie de l'histoire de l'envoyé.
Sign on.
Expects nothing less than the brood set.
And you're at
The broad set.
side.
Yeah,
That's a
you're in
different-
your
it's a
voice
different
actor
game
art.
entirely.
You're in your.
Yep.
What's happening?
Ding.
It's very overcast.
We've got Mada leaving
look at
in the
this.
background as this happens.
See ya.
Yeah.
I kind of like the overcast weather.
Yeah.
Oh,
Avec le loup du coup qui est enchaîné.
sadness imminent.
Voilà l'histoire du loup. Donc le loup n'est plus disponible du coup dans l'attente de l'envoyé, mais prisonnier malheureusement.
Anytime.
The timing worked out perfectly.
I know.
That was so
I
funny.
know.
That was by
That
accident.
was so weird.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, what a game you've made.
Yeah.
That was
That's
just the
incredible.
collector leaving.
That was the collector leaving. Say it.
Yes, Lord Nightmare is right. That was the very first thing we ever showed for Soulframe.
That's
Was that
Yes,
scene
I was just gonna
of
say.
Orangol being chained?
Is now finally.
Now it
Accessible.
finally has its time.
Mignon.
Just to backtrack a little
Les
bit,
combats
I
sont quand même
did see one
magnifiques,
again,
hein,
someone saying
améliorés
that
entre
they even signed
guillemets,
up for the year and don't have a
etc.
code.
Yep.
We kind of talked about it at the beginning of the stream. We are taking a look at how we give codes to people and looking back to see if there are any issues with people who signed up day 1, month 2, and haven't gotten a code yet. So we are looking into that.
Yes.
And we will give away codes on the stream, like right now.
Whoa.
Sorry, Rue. Sorry. Get into it, get into it.
Donc ça nous montre un peu
You can see some of the interesting
une histoire du
design
coup,
overlaps
une
accidentally
quête
in the
plus
stream
précisément
where
du
a collector
loup
event happened. It made the
de
whole
Orangal, je crois que
game
c'est.
world overcast. She left, the sun cleared just as the howl was going on while this
Donc
quest
comment
started.
débloquer
You can see
et
that the
puis
reward screen popped up,
suivre
and
du coup
every time the
l'oiseau
sun rises, that's when
pour
the
débloquer
daily-
plus
the
de
rewards even that
de
day
choses.
pop up. So a lot of things happen overlapped in this living world.
There's a lot going on. Speaking
What's
of
going on?
Trezals, congratulations! You've won a Soulframe Preludes access key. Trezals.
Gonzalez.
Please whisper the the Soulframe Twitch channel you're
Nyah.
watching right now. We will get you
Hop,
your
et après du
Soulframe
coup on
Preludes
débloque
key. We'll get that information from you, and you get your friends and family
le
code
loup.
as well, so you
Look
can
at what
spread
they've
the love.
done.
Oh, that's so sad.
This game, I tell you.
Yeah, and I see someone asking about the code. I don't want to know.
Et du coup elle va libérer du coup la louve.
Yeah.
Ça c'est une
Sarah's
femelle.
playing with the Orangal pack.
Yeah, I was gonna shout that out after this.
Look at your hand.
Donc voilà. Paf. Boum. Siou.
Good job, Sarah.
Magnifique quand même hein, comme cinématique. Et hop, la louve s'en va.
Give kiss.
Wow, elle est prête à le manger quoi. Et là, l'oiseau.
You can talk, that's what he did.
Et du coup on entend les autres louveteaux du coup.
Come on now.
Anyone's puppies, not hers. Just normal puppies. She will freed.
Wow, we did it.
Orangal.
Quest complete.
Voilà.
Good job, Sarah.
Thank you.
So now the goal
Voilà.
is to find
Yeah, it was a bit funny
those-
doing that with a
She's gonna need a
charged
bit of
up
help.
idol.
Yeah, I know.
I actually did.
No, look good. That's fine.
Donc voilà une
Orangal's
capacité
gonna need a bit of
du,
help. So she might.
de ce
Joey's
pacte.
Joey's there to help.
Joey, you chase after her. I'm going to go this way.
I did see a question in chat that I signed up early and it's not fair. And actually, the script is supposed to make early
Elle a fait la
people
même que moi.
more
Yeah.
commonly picked when
Yeah.
we do
Du coup elle a
sign-up
pris ce
codes.
louveteau là. Ok.
And Sarah's been chasing
Donc là elle va aller à
stats team
Silent
to make
Rose.
sure that that actually that script
pas.
is
It's
working.
happening.
So we will be checking on
J'ai
that.
un doute.
And hopefully this is
Ah, non.
not too premature to say, but we are hoping to do a bigger send for Preludes 9 and make sure we get some of you guys that signed up, you know, day 1, day 2. Well, hopefully you've all been in, but we're going to check that and make sure you guys are all got an invite. So if you want to play right now in the current state of things, you can. And yeah,
Yeah, we'll look into
Yeah.
that.
speaking
Absolutely.
of these doggies,
Wait, where? Oh, not the
not
dogs.
the
we
pup.
got. Scott, did you want to talk a little bit about the Orangal Pact?
I was gonna say she could have howled and had a.
Donc Scott va nous parler un peu plus de
yeah,
détails
yeah,
sur
I
le
should've done that.
Orangal.
I was like, when I see one, I'm
Le
gonna
Orangal
howl.
Pact, donc le pacte d'Orangal.
Put your howls on.
Donc c'est pas pacte orange mais pacte
There'll be another.
Orangal.
There will be.
But yeah, so we have our werewalker, which
Yeah, this
Non. Donc les voyages
I have
rapides
seen a
sont,
lot of
sont
people using it
pas
for
pour l'instant
traveling
disponibles,
with a cooker,
mais
and I am
vous
one of
pourrez
those
aller
people.
plus vite
Yeah,
avec
yeah.
le louveteau.
We don't have mounts in the game, but we have this. So.
Pah.
Oh, that was a good move.
Yeah.
Les deux derrière aussi.
What else does the pact got?
Well, and see, I've got my puppies.
Yeah, so you can have some spectral
Donc son
wolves
deuxième pouvoir lui
as,
fait sortir
friends
le
for a
louveteau
while.
du coup.
So you can have up to 2.
Et le
There's a
louveteau
lot of
attaque.
feedback about adding more.
Le premier du coup
And,
permet de voyager plus
we had it at
rapidement,
4 at one point, and
donc
with
d'aller
the
plus
walkers,
vite.
it's
Bit.
too much.
Oh, hell
Big
yeah.
There's
chaotic.
a lot of wolves running around. So
Et son
we
3, je l'ai
capped
pas
it at
utilisé
2
encore.
currently. They do
Mais son
scale
attaque
as
chargée
you
du
go
coup
up
oui
level.
fait sortir
Then there's,
ses griffes de
the werewalker.
loup-garou.
Ability. So this is more of like a scouting traversal power. Allows you to get through the world a little quicker. Allows you to back off to your envoy. You can, if you cast it again, you can go back to where you cast it from, or you can decide to teleport to the spot that you're at.
Tax someone.
We did buff the damage on the initial strike, as you can see.
Yep.
So that it's more effective.
It's awesome.
When you use it.
Oh.
Yeah, and then the idol is this. What am I calling these? Anyone know?
The idol?
Blood
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's a
Blood
name,
moon.
but something that we saw is there's not a lot of UI even about idols, so people don't understand completely.
Yeah.
Idol is
What
like
they
your superpower.
Yeah.
So if you look on the bottom right,
Peut-être
you
aller
can
à
see the
Silent
meter
Rose, non?
charging up in the yellow.
The
So
gold bar, yeah.
So as you do attacks and damage to enemies, you will build this meter up, and then you can spend it on your idol and attack with like a more ultimate or a stronger ability.
It's like your Super Saiyan kind of mode, right?
Yep.
Well,
And you mentioned earlier Sarah's wearing the armor. Are you wearing the orange
Yeah, I've got it on.
orange
Orange.
Just the armor set. There you go.
armor set?
Yep.
Very
including
cool.
the little wolf.
Orangal, orangeal. Ils savent pas encore trop comment l'appeler.
I
hein.
am leading us somewhere because something else got added in.
Yeah, what else got
Oh,
added?
I know where I was
okay. I was wondering where
wondering.
you're going.
Okay.
I have a
Cool.
plan.
Yeah,
Yep,
okay,
yep.
interesting.
Where are we? Do we know? Can we
Ah.
say? You may have
It's
seen this at the very beginning
It's from
in
the
our little
Devstream
intro.
intro. Oh my
Oh,
god!
Joey's there.
He's up on the roof.
Joey, what are you doing up there?
Joey's like
Don't jump off the roof.
patiently waiting for you.
Aw.
Well,
Well, let's
well.
see what this.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Bird.
Let's do it.
See your skills.
Oh no.
Let's see if you get this in the first try.
First go.
Oh, she's incredible.
So
She's
There you go,
skilled.
there you go.
incredible.
Ah, ah. Donc on voit que l'envoyé apprenait à faire de la
It's not like
flûte
Ocarina.
bizarre
Oh,
spéciale.
No, summertime who?
Ah, ah. La flèche. Elle a été faite à la main.
Hoping no minnow comes snatching it up. If you're so smart, let's see you use it. Rushed is no way for witches. And tomorrow you'll try again. Now, run fetch me some bangle nuts for this cake of yours.
Oh.
Eye on skies, remember.
Oh, la tête
Happy Bairn Day!
de l'ancêtre.
Monday.
Not the birthday.
What was that?
Juniper.
For you in chat who have been asking what is an envoy.
Donc vous
Perhaps
récupérez
we're
un
starting to
échantillon
find
de
out.
l'arme
Oh, a bagel
ou
nut
d'une
set.
chose. Du Juniper, c'est ça? Ou Jupiter?
Ingredient for cake
Yeah.
when it's your Bairn Day.
So that's our preludes introduction to a bit of backstory. We'll continue to kind of flesh that out. But we thought
Donc ce sera une
put these little
backstory.
drops in for players to find.
Enfin, c'est une backstory.
Yeah, we're probably going to make those as kind of
Up.
like interactive
Yeah.
memories. Not quite like Breath of the Wild. I
Tac,
think,
tac,
right?
tac,
It
tac,
could
tac,
be-
tac,
it's
tac.
gonna be a little different.
Yeah, a little bit.
But one of the things we had planned, I think,
Elle a l'air de se
initially
diriger du
was
coup vers
to
Silent
have this
Rose.
huge early sequence where you play. If you remember, we showed the war song intro, showed your mom handing you off as a baby, and our intent was to have you kind of play out that whole
Like a really
sequence and
long,
meet
like,
Doyen, your grandfather, and learn all those things.
Paf!
What we found was when we started stacking those things together, it was kind of like deferring how long you got to play the game. So now we're starting to kind of chop those up a bit and kind of sprinkle them in the world and give you a reward for exploration.
And it feels good, kind of like it fits the context of the game too. You kind of wake up this outcast,
Yep.
and
Who
you have
am
to
I?
kind of
Where am
rediscover
I?
yourself.
On peut pas passer dans l'eau.
It's me every day, Jeff.
Elle fait le tour.
It's rough in these streets. So Sarah, where are you going? What's your...
We did show this last time, so they already kind of know where we're leading.
Oh.
But there's now
are you
the
gonna go?
first social hub,
We're going to
in our
the
game.
flagon.
and yeah, we're going to the flag again.
I like that you use it as an open.
Mignon.
attack. Oh, there, thanks, Joey. Whack!
He's still there. Yeah.
Joyce.
I know. You're gonna cry.
As well, that came in P8 was new Undercity tile sets, I believe.
Yeah, we're going to see one of them in a little bit,
Nice.
perhaps.
Mhm.
Perhaps.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Oh, we cleared this earlier. That's why all the guys are gone. We wanted to make it really easy to get to our drinks. It's been a long day.
Donc voici Silent Rose, par où on y a accès du
Actually,
coup.
we were just talking about it's getting a bit of a
Donc vous rentrez dans une grotte et à l'intérieur de la grotte il y a encore autre chose.
spending a bunch of time in the box in general, so I think Scott was looking at doing making them a bit more efficient and
Yeah, I
not
think
trapping you down.
people
there
are
so
missing
long.
about 80% of the loot.
Yeah, which is we were looking at the stats this morning. I was actually looking at the pack
Mis en chargement.
casting stuff, and in that I noticed that in the dungeons it's
L'enclave du coup de Silent
75%
Rose.
on average that are the loot's being missed.
Yeah.
So we're looking at the distribution of like the dead ends through the proc levels.
Qui est quand même magnifique, hein, c'est un hub du coup Soulframe, un relais comme Warframe mais sur Soulframe, où vous pouvez voir d'autres joueurs qui sont connectés in-game, avoir d'autres défis, quêtes, enfin missions plutôt, avec la Lady Meora, si je me trompe pas, c'est ça le nom. Deora, qui est dans la taverne.
Increase the fun, Scott. The Outland returns. Oh, I love the writing and the acting that was done for this character. It's so
Doing a
cool.
job.
Yeah, I think this is where we quit last time, but now you can get a little job from Diora. We are at her service, aren't we, Joey?
Joey just wants a drink.
No. Gotta work. Drinks later.
That song, I think they did upload to YouTube.
They did.
Yes,
yeah.
it's on
Fantastic
YouTube
song.
now.
Made
Go to our
in collaboration by a couple Canadians.
Donc du coup elle ressort
Our new fees.
de l'enclave.
Other Keith and
The other
Keith Power and Doyle,
Yeah,
right?
you can go watch it on loop. That's what I do every morning. I do a little dance in my house and then I start working on our game.
Question in chat, are we going to be able to add icons to the map?
Chargement.
Yes, you
Add
can.
icons.
You can. I think that's bound to.
Ça, le chargement en soi il est pas tellement long non plus chez Dev.
Yep.
Try it out.
Yep.
I think they were talking about marking it up like long term.
Oh,
I was gonna
permanent
say-
marking.
Like hey, this is
On
where
entend
this is.
Namrod.
Hey, this is, like,
Yeah, yeah.
That'd be
Go back
super
to it
cool.
kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great idea.
Yeah.
We definitely
allow
need
them
that.
Written
to
it down.
add their own
Do it.
stuff so they know where to.
Oh,
Why is she so
avec
into
Mada.
me?
Yeah, she's really
just
like
obsessed
yeah,
with me.
obsessed with you
Taxes are
today.
due, baby.
Please, give me a rest. Typically I would go, take care of that obviously, but I have priorities today and they
Yeah,
don't involve,
there's
so she can
someone
take
needs
what
help.
she wants. I'm so sorry.
Really? You're just like she's gonna make away with all the treasured memories of the Dendron people.
No one else.
Elle préfère faire du Silent Rose que du
Damn.
Mada. C'est normal.
I think we were looking about the nameplates with friends because I remember in the not the flagon, Silent Rose.
Yep.
Yeah.
There was some.
Pas mal,
Just
pas
got
mal.
that fixed
Like-
in most recent hotfix, or it's coming in the next hotfix?
The missing ones?
The missing names?
Like the name,
Yeah.
the title,
Yeah.
the name of
I think
the people around
I think
you.
Brady did fix that this
think-
morning.
Ah!
Yeah.
I think
this
it's
morning.
coming in the next
Hotfix
hotfix.
near
Next
you.
Oh, nice.
I think it's
Yeah.
after this stream, so if you
Donc les prochains correctifs sont mis après le Devstream.
What's your current quest, Sarah?
I am helping Diora with her task she gave us, which is I think over here. Yep.
Someone's asking if we're gonna have Ordis, a version of Ordis in Soulframe, but I think
The bird is Ordis.
the
kind
bird,
of.
the bird is kind of
The bird
Ordis,
is
yeah.
basically
And then
Ordis,
I think in a combination of the ancestors that live in your Nightfold as well.
Yeah, I was going to say I
Yeah.
feel
And they
it's
kind of
more of a combined.
yeah, it's a
For
team
me.
effort.
I think
Yeah.
you're going back to the collectors.
Yeah, it feels like you're going
I
back.
kind of get lost in it. I mean, I'm on the way. So.
Il n'y a plus qu'à descendre, je crois.
There you go. Just gotta climb some mountains.
I
Yeah.
will say this is a struggle I sometimes see other people
It's the
have.
bright lights. It's
It
hard
is
to see the
not.
screen.
Honestly, though.
Can we
Because
choose
it's
a
the
time of day?
It's a time of day and
Yeah.
it's overcast.
These 30%
You
bright
got
lights.
this.
Nah,
You
got
you're
this.
good. You are good. Avocado is
Yeah.
Ordis.
I mean, half the fun is getting lost. Not gonna lie, but
Because it's so beautiful.
We should just make the bird lock on you.
Ça va être à la
Joyce,
tour.
so you don't
I
have to do
think
this.
it,
It does, yeah.
it
There you go,
does,
yeah. Use your bird.
Use your Ordis.
Okay.
At We can do another code giveaway, Roo, if you don't mind.
That would be great.
Okay. Spin that bad boy up. Another Preludes access key. Avocado is event kid. Oh, okay.
That's
Oh, event kids are amazing. We
Pigeon
have
2.
what was it?
Panini Pigeon 2.
Panini Pigeon. I don't know about that one. Panini Pigeon 2.
Oh, Joey's got
Congratulations.
this.
Oh, Joey's got this.
It's Joey G. Helpful come
Joey's
to those
carrying.
who ask.
I don't know about that.
Panini Pigeon 2.
We were trying to fight earlier. Who do you think would be better in a PvP edition to PvP?
My money's on Joey.
Oh, don't say that. Panini Pigeon 2, please
Is that my
whisper
last
the
one I
Soulframe
needed?
Twitch channel.
Oh, it's not
We'll get
showing
you
up
hooked up.
because the banner thing.
Oh, the banner.
I guess it takes over the UI
Yeah, you gotta kill
there.
him.
I think that was my last one.
Alors, où est Ben
This
Wright?
area, maybe not. This is DE Sarah 17.
17.
Yeah.
So many Sarahs.
Where is? Oh, finally, our time of day is.
Oh, the collector left.
Yeah, they'll wait for a bit and then
Yeah.
they'll
like,
leave.
oh,
But
you're
they're still
ghosting
like, no, they'll just be like, well,
Ah,
I guess
Ben
no one
Wright est
cares
là,
if we
du
steal
coup.
all this
Ok.
stuff.
Just.
Paf, paf,
There you
paf,
go.
paf.
There you go. Now that's how you do it.
Ouais, bah, elle l'a fini.
Oh, sorry.
Saving
Get
that
over
for episode 2.
Whoa, maybe it's getting into it. It's cussing.
I love a clause. I love them.
Yeah.
So good.
Nice work.
Love it. Sorry.
Mhm.
This claw.
Sparrow's Tales.
Good job.
Good.
Great job, Sarah.
Alright.
Pas mal, pas mal, pas
Batch is
mal.
maxed out.
Whoa. Is it?
Oh, look at
You
your
got some
loot.
good Drax too.
Juniper.
Where to
C'est
now,
ça.
Sarah?
The north.
The north. To the north.
I just
we
have a
go.
feeling we should go to the north. I don't know
Interesting.
why.
Et du coup, elle utilise son louveteau du coup pour aller pour voyager.
I don't think I'm
Do
actually
you want to go
going quite north.
through P8 feedback while there's some
Yeah,
travel
certainly.
time?
Oh, yeah.
We
that'd
do
be
have
great.
a lovely little
Yeah.
slide roof.
Where do you want to look at
Mhm.
P8 feedback? I mean, we're getting
C'est
feedback
quand
from
même
chat
pas
as
mal.
well,
Yeah,
but-
it's
so
great.
we might as well.
But we've got a list. Don't you worry.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, great.
Donc revenons un peu sur le
so
Prélude
just to
8.
go over some Preludes 8 feedback. You can see there was some downtime confusion with the Orangal quests. We've been
Yep.
sort of been a little
Mode
bullish on
slot,
this,
invisible.
where her return is supposed to be a bit of a surprise.
Plein de choses.
Yes, so we've changed some presentation issues for that, and
Just ruined the surprise.
the idea, well, just so people can understand the madness, behind, the method behind the madness. You can see with Mata coming in the collector and the time of day shifts and all of these things overlapping. The idea is that we're trying to make the world feel
Plus
like
de
it's ticking to
guides,
its own clock.
des
Or going to the beat of
des
its own
lots
drum,
de
and not
qualité et
just
de rareté aussi.
you, so that Orangal's going to wait
Plus
till she
d'infos
sees
sur
you
les
fight more to understand if you're kind
le
of
visuel de
on her side, and so that's kind of
lui.
why we're pushing those angles. Some of them are frustrating. We're going to see how that plays out, but that's kind of the reason why there's a bit of downtime confusion. Orangal pack scaling of buffs. Scott already talked about that. We already hotfixed a few issues.
Yeah, we're continuing to monitor and we'll.
On
I
y
think
continue
idols
les
on
correctifs
deck
sur
should be,
Soulframe, bien
buffed
évidemment,
up a bit,
Yep.
but I want to get a proper comparison to the other packs
pour
before I do
régler quand
that,
même les
so-
problèmes de pacte,
We do have mouse
etc.
and keyboard issues and throwing controls and sensitivity issues. One of the things that we're struggling with right now is we have a camera lock-on system when you're in melee, and then when you switch to the throw,
Yep.
some of that camera lock-on left-right is affecting the throw, so that's something we hope to address. There's a lot of attackers at the same time. If you are a little under-leveled, you're going to get staggered quite a bit. And there's also a persistent problem we haven't dealt with yet, which is as your life scales, your elixir is not meeting that, right? So it's a bit frustrating. You're like, heal.
Yeah, yeah. You burn through everything you have
you burn through
quickly
everything
in
you
some
have.
fights. Yep.
So the elixir scaling is an issue that we know about and has been raised again. Sarah mentioned a bit of the UI visibility. What does Orangal's pack do? That's going in just today. Not in a hotfix, but just going on to dev today to explain more about what these abilities do and how they function.
I think we got to do a better
Donc
job
les correctifs sont pas si
putting
évidents que ça, hein. Ce que
in
expliquait
the
aussi
world as
Steve,
well, like when buffs are
c'est
present
que
on
bah,
you or
pour
on
réussir à
your
faire les
thing,
correctifs,
we're
etc.,
not
faut trouver les
here.
bons trucs, faut pas que ça plante ailleurs, faut que tout se passe correctement, que les pactes fonctionnent, faut vérifier que tous les autres pactes fonctionnent. Si on fait une modification à l'un, est-ce que ça ne bouge pas non plus les autres, etc. C'est compliqué. Tout ce qui est correctif, malgré tout, pour Soulframe.
Redid the health bar stuff, and it's a little too thin, maybe a lot too thin. Loot quality and rarity. So we've got what was the one you were talking about, Sarah?
I've actually seen many questions in chat.
Yeah, I saw it in chat as
Is
well.
Geth drop rates intended?
Yep.
Give us Gathananananan.
Yep. So
I feel
loot
you.
quality and rarity is we hear you loud and clear.
Yep.
We're absolutely on the same page. We have a problem with the moat system. Is a redo in my opinion, but we do have a current problem where the moat slots are tied to weapon rarity. So there's kind of a junk tier. People are kind of abandoning weapons that they might like too soon. We don't like that. And then a general lack of guidance. You can see we're struggling to find the right balance here where we really don't want to signpost. We want you to explore and reward you for exploration, and we don't want to railroad you very much. And so it's a general lack of guidance. I think some good summaries of our Preludes players are saying if you know what to look for, you're going to have a good time. And if you don't, you might say, well, there's nothing here, and leave quickly. So in P9, if you want to go to the next slide, Rue. Obviously, P9
Donc le Prélude 9 apportera des choix de pactes pour les envoyer, des factions, des mini-aventures, des nouvelles emotes, de nouveaux crafts, des nouveaux pactes, encore des nouvelles armes, des nouveaux loot. Plein de choses encore. Donc plein de choses, plein de choses. Je peux voir la traduction de ça. Démolir les murs. Le dernier, c'est démolir les murs. Tout va bien, tout va bien.
So these are kind of like the three paths that you'll be choosing. Most of the things that that choice does is just give you starting gear and gives you initial things to unlock. It's not going to lock you out of the other things.
No.
For example, you'll be able to go.
Donc il y a encore plein de choses qui vont être ajoutées, modifiées, plein de nouveautés, plein de choses.
We're also going to include a mini adventure system with that. So I would kind of think of that as like Warframe bounties meets Slay the Spire. So there'll be kind of this procedural kind of mini adventures that you'll be going on.
Donc en vrai ça va, le Devstream de Soulframe a quand même révélé des petits trucs à gauche à droite. Ça va en vrai.
The factions are going to say, well, if you're not sure, we've got some stuff we want you to do. And that will be a way to give you things to work on while you're waiting for us to drop in more bespoke content. So moats and buildcraft, my envoy is not the same as yours, is a big push. So we are going to be working on that system for Preludes 9. We're still doing iteration, as I mentioned, on the throwing controls, on the elixir scaling, and just
donc encore plein de choses arrivent, bien évidemment.
We'll be iterating on that for quite some time, I think. But we are going to continue that.
Qui vont continuer ça quand même, de s'améliorer.
Right now, it's really a lot of crafting and crafting materials. You're not really getting a lot of other things. So I think if we get to it, we're probably going to introduce a totem slot, like an amulet slot, and there'll be more exciting loot for that that you can customize your character with and upgrade them. And then we're going to tear down the walls.
Literally.
Détruire les murs du coup.
Of the game world. You're going to see a lot of stuff that isn't finished, but rather than having those blocking volumes and those really big kind of stone walls, we're just going to let you explore the island as we populate it throughout our Preludes development.
You can run.
You just run for an hour up into the north and check things out.
Yeah, it was also kind of penning the artists in a bit too much as well, we found. So hopefully this helps kind of.
So that's going to happen. It'll put a bit of pressure on wanting to have mounts in the game. We'll get to it, but I think that's just something to warn you about Preludes 9. And then lastly,
le Prélude 9 apportera quand même beaucoup de choses.
Fire magic pack with Fen Jotar, who's not just going to be an ancestor, he's also going to give you He's also going to bond with you and give you a whole new kit to work with, a whole new pact. And then we're going to have a caster weapon from the Ode. So this is going to be these kind of
Audiact,
gauntlet-y.
Voltaï,
You were saying this reminds me of
caster.
spell break.
Yeah,
back in the
Une
day.
belle arme.
Yeah.
Like big time.
Yep. So we're going to be working on these as
Pas mal,
well.
pas mal,
So,
pas mal.
if you kind of are more of a cautious player and you want to kind of just
On
stand
verra
back
ça à
and
ce
do
moment-là, comment ça
casting,
va être,
then this might be a primary weapon that you'll
comment ça va être modifié, etc., rajouté, et bien
yes,
plus encore.
exactly.
That's
Maybe
our
Sarah
play
will hang back.
style.
Yeah. And yeah, I think if you're picking up on it from the art and stuff, there really are kind of two, I would say, sort of types of technologies for envoys to pursue in the game. And that is the Ode, which are the bad guys, but they have this kind of voltaic tech, so that lock arm and these kind of like Tesla-esque or these kind of acidic type of weaponry. And then you have the more naturalistic pacts that are kind of the old world, the animals, and the ancestors. So those are the kind of two forks. So this will be a very interesting weapon to add in Preludes 9. So
That
thanks,
is
Rue.
an ambitious
Good rundown.
It is
update.
ambitious. Yeah.
Sinclair.
You're gonna do it.
We're gonna miss on
Let's
half of that,
go.
but
No,
we're gonna try real hard.
You've said it now.
If it doesn't end up in P9, it'll end up in P10.
That's right, exactly. Yep.
It'll come eventually.
Or a
That's
year
what
from now, you can tell us that we missed something
Yeah.
on the list.
Yeah, we'll start our own whiteboard and
Yeah.
just have all this stuff. Nah, it's fine.
Yep.
I remember the whiteboard.
Yep.
Oh yeah. whiteboard.
I was going to bring it today.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
fine. Thanks,
That's
Rue.
great, Rue.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I think in chat, yeah, it's sort of like that. The Ode represent kind of
Donc revenons au in-game.
sort of a technological type of magic.
Yes.
And
Yep.
and then the own beasts and the dendrits and the ancestors represent more of a classic sort of elder earth magic.
Yes.
So and we want players to be able to enjoy both or specialize in either.
Ah,
Well, Sarah,
d'accord, le
just
3
have some
permet
Q&A
de
for
qu'ils
the
s'entretuent
community
entre eux.
Oh, and do another giveaway.
And do another giveaway.
Yep.
The generous
Sarah's feeling
Sarah
generous.
speaks.
More.
Speaketh.
Yeah,
More
and I
dots.
do see console players here asking, we have some meetings at GDC. I don't have anything to announce yet. It is obviously very important for us in the Soulframe's future, but we don't have
Donc
anything to announce. in
Soulframe
terms
sur
of,
console arrivera
consoles.
peut-être
Obviously,
plus
we're
tard,
in this Preludes phase, which is a fancy way of saying pre-alpha.
mais pour l'instant,
where we
la
are
progression est
doing
importante
quick releases
sur PC pour
and
avoir
getting
déjà une
immediate
suite plus tard.
feedback from envoys who are playing, and PC is the best place for us to do that loop quickly without the cert process and that sort of thing. But I'm a big console player, and so obviously that's something that is in the roadmap for the game.
We
But
also have a big focus.
Donc
on
comme dit
keyboard.
du
And
coup
we are
Steve,
doing
c'est un gros
Right, so
joueur
that's
du
why the
coup
mouse and keyboard is a little bit
console
of
et il aimerait bien que ça arrive.
because a lot of us just play on
Peut-être dans le
console,
futur de Soulframe du coup.
to make sure that the console focus is there.
Voilà.
Not an afterthought.
Yeah. So apologies if you are only a console, only on a console for your platform. But we are thinking about you, just nothing to announce yet. Sorry.
Should we switch away so you can cheat?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Switch away. Switch away.
Yeah.
Rue, who won that? Sorry.
It was Warrior X underscore KZ.
Amazing. Warrior
Oh, good
XKZ
memory.
with some underscores. Congratulations.
With
Please,
some underscores.
please
Mix of
whisper
underscores and
the
mixed
Soulframe
case.
channel you're watching right now, and we will get you hooked up with your Preludes access. Ready for some Q&A?
Yeah, and I saw one already. When
Yes.
are you going to make the island bigger? Yes. So in P9 we're going to
P9,
tear down all the walls. There's a whole
When we say that, if people are in Preludes now, it's those giant black walls that are kind of fencing you in. We're just ripping those out, so you can kind
All
of
that
walk around.
comes out, and what the players are currently on is probably less than a third.
Less than a third.
On voit que Sarah est
Less than a
concentrée
third.
sur autre
You're
chose.
going to see a lot of empty space. You're going to see a lot of work in progress, but I think you're going to kind of see how.
Non, j'en ai
Guts
pas
of it.
malheureusement.
It's
It's the
cool.
guts, yeah.
It's cool.
Je n'ai pas
All right, from Ivaris
de code
M. Will armor have
d'invitation.
stats, or is it just cosmetic?
Armor will have stats.
Love it.
Yes.
From Libby R.
Right?
Air Spinner.
Yeah.
You're
No,
looking
and
at
slots.
it.
And slots.
And slots.
And
yeah.
slots.
Yeah,
Slots.
Very good.
customization and
Oh, is that
stats.
confirmed now?
And then if you, and then just like I think any classic kind of MMO-ish
yeah.
kind of thing, there will be at some point the transmorg option. So if you like a certain look,
Donc,
but you want the
beaucoup
stats,
d'autres choses
then
vont
we'll let
arriver,
you,
des changements, etc.
use Verminia to kind of
Advanced alchemy.
Do some alchemy and make
Advanced
that work.
alchemy. Bring your big textbook.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yep.
Transmore.
Libby has to say, the weapon fragment grind is a bit confusing, trying to find which enemy drops which part. Would there be like a codex being made that helps designate which enemy drops what piece?
It's a great question, and this is a big thing for P9 that we want to attempt.
Yeah, loot distribution is
You can come back with
it needs work, and it's high on our radar. So that's definitely something we're going to address. Giving each enemy type it's kind of its own loot table, so that when you do find certain things,
Pa,
you'll
pa,
know that
pa,
if I go
pa.
back and kill
Ah, il a échappé,
Veto,
Vel, hein.
that I will get. Yeah,
The drop
so-
I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got
And
it.
So I
Orlick,
think
I
that'd be
think, would
great.
be a great place to put some of this information if the player discovers it
Paf,
long term. But
paf. Quand
Yeah,
quelqu'un
so for
arrive et qu'il
P9
mange
probably won't have the codex
le
entries,
Benite.
but in
Choup.
P9 we do want to make some gains in enemy-specific loot tables.
yeah, there's
Voilà,
also a
qui-
problem right now where you end up needing your blacksmith to be a higher rank, but all the recipes you have are given are of the wrong rank, so you don't have the right recipes to.
Ils sont magnifiques,
We
les
have
louveteaux.
issues that we need to solve.
You got some issues,
We got issues. I got lots of issues.
Oh regarde, capturé.
Sarah's
Qu'est-ce que je
recipe
vous ai
here.
dit, toi et ta sœur?
Oh, they're so cute.
Oh,
She's a very grumpy mom.
She is.
Pas mal,
tough
pas
love.
mal.
adolescence, man.
Yep, I know.
Je l'avais
but
fait
the
du
kids are
coup
running away and you told them not to.
in-game. Hein.
Question from Minion135. Will the weapon and packed inventories be kept as they currently are? Where we do not need to purchase slots?
Oh, that's a very good question. I think that's, I can't give you an answer right now. I think it's something we are figuring out
Pas mal,
in the
pas
next
mal.
few months, though. I think probably closer to summer we'll have some better answers on that. We always try to build the game as fun first, and then figure out kind of how we pay for its development, because it is going to be a free game. So we will be asking for money if you can support us, and slots is a very common one, and it's very commonly tied to like the database expense of our infrastructure. So I would anticipate maybe,
Bam.
but sorry, I can't answer that yet.
That's all right.
But it's a very good question.
There you go. Howl is asking, are there plans for more time weather manipulation similar to the Cloud Quell potion? And if so, Ken/Will we be able to use them in more scenarios?
Yes.
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 It's a big goal.
We
for
don't
sure.
we don't have nearly enough weather stuff yet in the game either, so that's a big part of
Boum. T'es
the
mouru.
experience of the game. I think
Grab
Get your
that.
move.
Grab that.
Get your move.
my
Yeah.
favorite way to
Mine's
experience
off.
the game is just to be
Ooh.
moving through while time of day is
Donc la mine de
changing, and
Bourreau.
weather hopefully soon will be changing. I just love the immersive aspect of Soulframe right now is kind of one of my favorite parts of it. So definitely manipulation of that would be very cool.
You know what would be also very cool?
What would also be very
Another
cool?
code.
Yes, truly. Rue, if you don't mind. But Libby is also asking, any plans for companions, but like squirrels, foxes, bunnies, etc., like your sister game Warframe?
Warframe
like-
has squirrels now?
Yeah,
Space squirrels.
space squirrels.
I think we have not exploited those enough, like in terms of
À droite et à
leading you
droite.
places or helping you.
Yeah.
We don't have plans yet. The Sparrow is kind of a little bit in that role right now.
Very much so.
So, and we have been talking about being able to customize that particular thing, taking different types of birds and that sort of
Yep.
stuff.
La
That's
customisation.
Maybe little hats for your bird.
little bird hats.
Are you serious?
Totally serious.
Those are kind of in the longer term roadmap, but I think it'd be very fun.
There's also plans for the end of this quest, what you get at the end of it.
Oh, that's true.
There'll be a bit of a companion that comes with it.
No.
That's true.
So,
I'd like to have
Bam.
a crow, says Marth.
Yes,
pretty
I
rad,
would too.
yeah.
Bam,
I
bam.
would love to have
We
a
all
crow.
want
Il y a encore un.
Absolutely.
Ah,
Power
non.
that just accumulates all of the ambient animals that
Yeah.
as you're walking around.
I like it.
I saw a question about stealth. When I play the
No.
Fey class, it's basically like a
I play a
stealth
lot
class,
of stealth. Yeah.
which is crouching and
butterfly.
and using the butterfly to sneak around and get backstab attacks, which have bonus damage. So
En
there
vrai,
is a pack that's kinda
Soulframe en soi est quand même pas mal, hein, comme
Amazing.
comme
Peregrine
gameplay,
would be
comme
also
jeu.
awesome. I'm reading the book, The Peregrine, right now.
Peacock?
Raven is best bird, yes.
Il est loin d'être décevant en vrai comme Soul.
Give us your best bird. Volmi is asking, are you working on making the game more accessible to people who are getting motion sickness or sim sickness? The FOV being limited to only 70 can be really unpleasant.
Interesting.
Well,
Bam.
Steve is Captain Motion Sickness.
I am
got
Captain
his
Motion
reader.
Sickness,
Yeah.
but it's usually
Boom,
just
boom,
in VR.
boom.
Yeah, we should take a
1-0.
look at that because I think maybe our FOV doesn't go out quite as far as Warframe's.
And Warframe's 90.
Yeah, so I think we can definitely take a look at that. That's probably a
Boom.
settings thing.
Hop, elle récupère des potions.
When we present the game, like here, we always try to have the FOV pretty narrow so that you can kind of see the characters a bit thicker and that sort of thing. But no, that's a good point.
Quick.
We also did really reduce the amount of screen shake in
C'est
P7.
pas par là, si.
So
Non.
those will be things that you
J'avais un
should
doute.
definitely call us out on when we
J'avais un
screw up.
doute dès le départ, mais bon.
Amazing.
We missed the code. It left.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Oh.
Rue.
Oh no.
And
I got it. It's Kami Day Flojira.
That's a name.
Okay.
Kami
Yeah.
Bay Flow
Dis
Zero.
tap tap
Okay.
tap.
Congratulations. Please whisper the Soulframe Twitch channel. We'll get you your Preludes access key.
Paf.
Nice kill.
Orangel.
Maybe, honestly, after the stream, we can
Canadian
do
Goose Pack.
a fun little
Oh, no.
key send.
Mhm.
We'll do that.
Mhm.
So after this lovely stream,
Yep.
we'll send out a whole bunch of keys. And we'll look at that script again, as we have mentioned before that we're looking at.
Dans l'eau.
Whole
That's a
bunch.
very
Thousands.
Whoa.
What?
like it.
What did you say?
We got a little flooding here.
I know. I'm a little.
Tout droit,
Plumbing,
tout
Sarah. You're
droit.
plumbing.
Yeah.
Here.
Ooh, that's not the plumbing you want to be running around in.
What's in that water,
Yeah,
Scott?
it's the ode
It's
sewage.
ruining my
Oh, God.
That's what the pollution is.
All that beer drinking is
Too
accumulating.
many flagons.
We did mention.
Oh,
some
ça
of
j'avais pas eu ça.
So I'm really
Oh, yeah,
hoping I
so
don't
yeah, you
mess
gotta
this
Ah oui,
up.
c'est vrai que maintenant il y a des nouveautés,
Yes,
on peut faire ça.
Got it.
Yeah, nice work.
You've played
Incredible.
this before.
J'ai pas eu l'occasion de le faire malheureusement. mais,
As you can see from my D, Sarah.
J'ai eu une tuile d'environnement plus
Is Joey
facile.
still with you or are you solo?
I
He's
don't know.
drowning.
Yeah, I was like, is Joey drowning?
Oh, there he is. Oh, poor guy.
Just wait, just
Yep.
wait. It's okay. It's
Yep.
okay.
Oh, you did do a step.
Oh wait,
Yep.
yeah, I forgot.
Wait,
The whole
wait.
point. I saw the loot and I was like, "Where's this one?"
The loot is important.
Oh, this, yeah.
Get the
Send it.
counterweight and unplug the sink. Pull the plug in
Clog
the
that
sink.
drain.
Yep.
Get that Drano in there.
Oh, happy birthday. Someone says it's their birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy Baron Day.
I'll call that Baron Day.
Baron
in
Day.
Soulframe.
Get
Yeah.
your bagel nuts, is that what it was?
That's right. Yeah.
I'll send you
Ah.
some bagel
your
nuts.
bagel
Perfect for
nuts.
cake.
Perfect for cake. We kind of already talked about this, but Allegory asked, when
Yeah.
will we see a proper mage or wizard class in Soulframe, and will we get weapons that do magic?
Yes.
Yeah.
D'accord.
The caster type will be a step
Okay.
in that direction. Yep. Are we talking a bit about the pretty big changes at the start of the game?
Mhm.
Well, we're talking about presenting those paths.
Et du
Yeah,
coup après on
that
arrive au
will,
louveteau.
But also the
Ok.
class type option.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
since we
sort of
just
playing with that?
decided
I
like
know,
17
I
minutes
know,
or
yeah.
an hour and 1 minute ago, I don't know if we should talk about it yet. But
little early.
yes, that's I think a proper
Ok,
sort
ok.
of arcanic magic based
Les
thing
autres.
is huge.
Boum.
Yeah. And those primordials will kind of represent those
Elle
classes.
arrive pas à l'avoir en comme ça, elle veut pas le tuer.
Like Pothia? Pothia?
Hothia?
Voilà.
Pothia. I think it's Pothia.
Yeah.
C'est elle
that's
qui
right.
l'a.
It is, yeah.
Même
I
pas.
know, I'm just-
Did I get it?
Did Joey find a key?
I didn't get.
Il faut la
Did you
clé.
find a key,
There's-
Joey?
Here comes Joey. He's
Uh-huh.
gonna save the day.
No, Joy didn't take a key.
There's the key.
Oh.
Oh, was that it?
Joey got it. Yeah.
Yay, good job, Joey.
Oh.
Oh, baby.
Le dernier louveteau du coup, qui est magnifique.
Uh-oh. He
Joey,
knows
give
he's in
it a
trouble.
kiss.
He knows he's in trouble.
Yeah. It's a little naughty.
Magnifique, magnifique, hein, ces louveteaux.
Out of my sight.
Mother.
Voilà, voilà, voilà.
Mother.
All right, there's just one left.
Bien, maintenant faut sortir. Let's go, go sortir.
Stand having these little babies all locked away. Also, we're at a time.
Magnifique, magnifique comme,
Yeah.
We are. It
comme
is
jeu Soulframe.
12:01
Hein.
PM.
Oh,
Donc
yeah,
il est en
so-
pré-alpha pour
Yeah,
l'instant et
yes.
il
So
est
we'll just
disponible
wait.
qu'avec
If
des
you're in
codes
PA,
du coup de
you can
prélude que
see how
malheureusement
this
j'en ai
ends.
See how
pas
this ends.
See
Yeah,
how
that's
this
right.
à vous donner,
Yeah, so
mais
couple of
il y aura du
fun things
gameplay
to show.
Soulframe qui va
Okay,
revenir
okay,
là,
let's show fun
soit
things.
demain, soit
Puppies, this might spoil
plus
what
tard.
Sarah was trying to achieve.
Yeah.
But
Donc voilà ce
lovely
Devstream,
Penny sent us over a fun
ce
video.
Devstream
Something
4
that
Soulframe.
they're playing with,
Soulframe.
experimenting with. It's not live in the game, but it's kind of
Coucou.
a fun idea turned potential feature.
It's a prototype.
It's a
Ok,
prototype.
ok, ok, ok.
Yeah. People are asking about companions, so
That's right.
at the end of this quest, you might leave with something. You might be gifted something.
Donc voilà un peu
I
de
wonder
cosmétique
what
quand
it
même
could
de...
be.
Ah, et on va pouvoir
Make a
appeler du
choice
coup le
of which
loup.
one you wanna pick.
Et le louveteau arrivera du coup comme ça. Ok, pas mal. Ça le fera arriver en tant que compagnon. Ce qui est pas mal. Hein. Magnifique, magnifique. Hein. Et puis il va chercher, et puis il la ramène.
Fetch my sword, little puppy. Bring it back.
Ah, il la ramène et tout.
Aw,
Oh la
that's
vache.
strange puppy.
Non, Donc c'est encore...
Like a mouth of steel. How is he just so
Il y a encore des choses à faire, à améliorer.
Oh, that's amazing.
Betty!
It kind of does remind me of like when the dog doesn't want to give it
I
back.
know,
right?
yeah. It's like they want you to throw
Chase
it.
me for
I
it.
bet
Pas
you
mal, pas
know
mal.
It's
Yeah.
mine.
Oh yeah.
Honnêtement, pas
You gotta
mal.
get this from me now.
Super cool.
Yay!
Yeah, that's awesome.
That was very cute. Very cute.
Do we have any other joke images?
We
that
sure do,
yeah.
because
Oh, yeah.
as
Okay.
we know, development, it's rough in these streets sometimes,
Okay.
but it's also very fun,
Okay.
It is. Yep.
isn't it?
It is.
Rue, cue up the first one, would you?
Why is it so
Ah, le
little?
petit.
Why is it so
C'est tout
There's a scale
petit.
bug.
It's
They
so
shrunk.
small.
I think it's amazing.
Can we keep it like
A
that?
pocket puppy.
In before chat
that.
says I
Oh, yeah.
want that.
Yeah, this is.
Ils sont tout petits, petits, petits.
This is
Oh
a
la
scale
vache.
bug gone
There's
wrong.
a scale bug,
Yeah.
which I think there's a
Gone
couple.
right.
in
There's a
here.
lot of scale bugs.
Yeah.
So
Gone
this,
right.
Very small. Yeah, the tiniest little puppy.
Oh, melted my little heart.
Mhm.
The next
Be
thing,
1,000 platinum for that.
the next thing is gonna be,
Every
it's gonna be a new caster arm.
Mm-hmm.
Donc un nouveau costume.
Who made this? Was it Alex?
This is Alex.
That's
Waouh.
nuts.
Alex was animating some ducks. We got some ducks. Some
Un
wildlife ducks
canard ou noix, ouais,
coming into the
d'accord.
game,
And they
and
thought, why not?
J'y
why
croirais
not
pas,
have
mais
a
bon.
packed arm where-
Why not? What are the abilities,
You know,
Scott?
Mhm.
hiss.
The spit.
That's the goose.
The Canadian geese.
The Canadian honk, spit,
See, ducks
and,
are nice.
That's
Geese are
true.
not. Yeah.
Ducks are nice.
Yep.
They got sharp beaks though.
Should we show the end? Sarah got
I
to the
don't
end.
know. We could.
Oh, back to Sarah. Sorry. Back to
Skip
Sarah.
this siege game.
She fought the final siege cannon.
Drop the siege cannon.
Ah et voilà du coup la scène finale du...
Is that Orengal?
Avec le gros tank.
I'll get some revenge.
Yeah.
See ya.
Uh-oh.
Avec Mada qui s'en va.
Sarah, you were too late.
Sorry,
that's
you're
sad,
too
Alex.
late.
Oh no. She's sad.
Yep.
Et du coup il est reparti avec
Sad.
un louveteau, je
She's
suppose.
sad because her context action doesn't work.
How can we
Yeah.
fix
Yeah.
She's thinking.
No morning under a new moon.
No.
No. Darkness is for blood pacts.
duck
I am
C'est un pacte de sang.
It's a duck.
envoy with the spirit of my heart. Care for my puppy.
L'esprit de mon
By
Nibou.
blood we be bind.
Donc une scène quand même tragique et
Watch your claws there.
surtout tragique du coup.
Sarah,
Et après on vous demande du coup de sélectionner 3 louveteaux. Donc vous avez Katal, Kuan et du coup pour terminer
I always pick the
Sia.
stealthy girl.
The smut.
I always pick-
Which one? This one?
That's one I always pick, yeah.
Moi j'ai pris Kuan.
I was like, oh,
I always pick
smug
this
Is it
guy.
the proud fella?
Katal a l'air imposant en fait.
Wait, can you talk about the differences?
This is Steve.
Yes, they have like little.
This is Jen.
That's what I meant.
This is Scott.
Oh, Scott, you're a dreamer.
Makes sense.
I just think the one in the middle has so much attitude
so
just from the
Yeah.
animation.
The
On a
squinty eyes.
timide,
It's
déçu
actually
et
a little slack emoji
imposant.
now.
Oh, really?
It is,
Smug
yeah.
Oh,
or
goodness.
smug butt.
Did you pick?
Yeah,
Joey's-
picture, but Joey hasn't.
Joey's
he's
got a
not.
pick.
Joey.
Oh, Joey's.
Joey!
Oh, Joey's still
Joey's got a
struggling to
pick.
pick.
What's the dog doing?
All right.
Oh, he nudged. She
My
nudged him.
girl.
Yeah.
A little shy.
She's a little shy.
Find that
Whoa.
blade.
Whoa.
Prochaine chasse.
She's my little shy.
Et voilà du coup la scène finale du coup de cette fable qui est quand même magnifique, qui est belle comme fable, hein. On a pu la faire en en live samedi. Elle est quand même magnifique. Hein.
Every time.
Voilà, voilà.
Jesus.
Oh, what happened to the last pop?
Who's a good girl?
Qui est une bonne fille?
Nightling.
That's right.
So,
Ooh, mysterious character.
yeah, the more will be
Qui
revealed
est ce
about that
mystérieux?
fella as the game progresses. But if you go back to your Nightfold, actually, if you go back to the game,
Sorry, not
Voilà,
the
voilà.
Ducker. My bad.
I think players
Tac,
who haven't done
tac.
this yet notice Orangal is gone
Yeah.
from the
But-
Nightfold.
But
now
who
you have
could
to,
be there?
She,
you have to find her.
inside me.
Donc Orangal est parti, mais
She hides in different spots.
le
Oh,
louveteau
she's not
est
there.
She's not there.
Not there.
pas présent.
I think I saw her.
Non, non, il n'a pas été ajouté, donc non.
Yeah, yep.
Is she up there?
Yeah, she's up there.
What the dog doing?
My little shadow.
What the dog?
Ah non, il est en haut, d'accord. J'avais jamais prêté attention qu'il était tout en haut.
My angle.
D'accord.
Oh dear God.
One day you'll grow up.
One day you'll grow up.
One day you'll
Yeah.
grow up.
Oh.
Maybe P10.
Yeah.
Prelude's 10, maybe.
Oh,
Donc
there
voilà,
you go.
voilà.
Yeah,
That's
good
P8
job.
for you,
Yeah.
my friend.
Magnifique
Wow.
Cool.
All right, let's
ce
run
Devstream malgré tout.
one last Preludes access key for this stream,
And we're giving out thousands after, you said.
and then we'll give away thousands
Ready for that,
after.
too?
With a script.
Alright.
Donc on va terminer sur,
Check your email
ces
back.
dernières notes du coup de ce Devstream Soulframe.
There was the funniest bug with the, I think it was the Ode Tempest Sesmore, where you push the siege cannon off the platform, and it literally like pushed it off. It was so funny.
I never saw that.
Yeah, it has been fixed,
capture
so
those.
you're welcome. Sorry.
Wow.
It was so funny.
Not a bug, feature.
Feature.
Moose
No.
Springsteen.
Oh my God, what a way to end. That's
Are
perfect.
you on tour?
You know
I
what?
actually
This is
saw
perfect
it
for
from this
Soulframe.
That is
Yeah.
perfect.
That's right. Please whisper
Yep.
the Soulframe channel you're watching right now. We'll get your information and we'll get you your Soulframe.
Donc toutes les informations sont
key.
sur le site
All
de
right, before we
Soulframe,
go,
bien
we have
évidemment.
a few other things
Pour ceux
that
qui
I
veulent
wanted
avoir
to
toutes les
show
informations,
just to
tout
catch
est là-bas.
people
N'hésitez pas à aller
We love
voir.
dogs,
Merci d'avoir
we love
regardé ce
animals.
Devstream.
We
hein.
sure do.
Soulframe.
We sure do.
But
In
when
real
they-
life, too.
In real life too.
Mhm.
What if they were just large and in charge?
Oh.
What if they were large and in charge? Thoughts on a massive
The rat was the rat that leads you to
grand
Verminia
rat.
was floating.
Une grande souris.
And I said, well, we'll make sure the feet
Les rats de
are
Verminia.
on floor plane for the animation. So
Yeah.
So scaled it way up to make sure it was. And it was. It was a different problem.
Give him cheese. He would eat a lot of cheese.
And I think
Yeah.
Declan, was it
Declan had some
Declan?
fun
Pas
with
mal,
this,
pas
yeah.
mal.
Was like, oh
A
yeah.
little too much
oh,
fun. The
yeah.
power
One day it will burn
That,
the
day.
danger.
Matt, no,
Yeah.
Matt.
Un grand rat qui
One
détruit
day
tout
the
sur son
Rat
chemin.
King- Rat King will
Oh, man.
take
Are we
over.
ending it on that?
Future
Or-
boss fight.
We are ending it on
We're
that.
ending it on that.
All right.
Yeah.
Voilà, voilà.
Chat, thank you so much for being here for Soulframe Devstream 4.
Yeah, it means a lot.
Donc
Thank
merci
you.
d'avoir
It
regardé
really
le
does.
Devstream
Update and your
de
feedback, it
Soulframe.
honestly goes a long way and it means so much to us.
La route a été longue encore pour aujourd'hui. Elle sera encore plus longue après,
After the
bien
tears
évidemment.
dry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. P8 is live for Prelude, so if you are
Donc
in
le
Preludes
Prelude
and
est
you
maintenant
haven't tried
disponible
it
sur
out, please
Soulframe,
jump
bien
in, get
évidemment.
your
hein.
puppy and see everything that's coming. And then P9 is up next as we kind of
Donc la prochaine mise à jour sera le Prélude 9 de Soulframe. Beaucoup de choses. On a pu en parler tout à l'heure.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, Megan.
Rue. Joey.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
thanks,
Rude. Thank you,
guys.
Joey. If you're real.
Yeah, he's real over there. All right, chat. Thank you so much for being here. We will see you later.
Yes, my little minnows.
Bye.
Voilà du coup ce petit prélude 8 un peu récap de Soulframe ainsi que des ajouts qui arrivent. Merci d'avoir regardé ce Devstream 4 de Soulframe. On se retrouve à 20h pour le Devstream 184 de Warframe. Plein de choses à vous annoncer. Plein de choses. Donc on verra ça online. Prochaine collection héritage de Rhino online. Plein de choses. Merci d'avoir suivi, on se retrouve pour un prochain Devstream. On se retrouve tout à l'heure pour le Devstream 184 de Warframe. Prenez soin de vous, ciao tout le monde, des bisous.